Good morning, everybody. Today's 530 ice baths in a row. 530, 70 out, 43 in the water. Whew. Let's do it. Sunday morning. All right, let's get our day started. With some cold water. Woo! It cures your back pain. I'll tell you that. That's why I started doing this. So 530 days ago, every single day, guys. Yesterday I was talking to Dawn. We were talking about Jiu Jitsu. I talk about Jiu Jitsu a lot. But there's so many really good lessons from doing hard things in general. But certainly Jiu Jitsu is doing hard things. Jiu Jitsu is hard. And so many people, I was talking to her about, what the hardest belt level is. If you don't know about Jiu Jitsu, it's basically wrestling, and you're trying to submit the other person, submission wrestling. So you're arm barring them, or you're choking them, or you're trying to hurt them bad enough that they give up. I love Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, but we talked about belts. There's white belt when you're a beginner, and then there's blue, purple, brown, and black belt when you're the best, right? So I asked her, what do you think the hardest belt level is when we were talking about this? The hardest belt level is white belt. Because statistically, like 99% of people will never get past white belt. People that start, obviously a very small, about 1% of the population trains at all. But of those 1% that train, most people never get by the white belt level because they quit. Because it's very, very difficult. Not only difficult physically, it's hard on your body to wrestle all the time, but it's very difficult mentally. And that's what separates people, is the ability to do hard things. There's so many great rewards, but I understand why people quit, because it's, especially men, I think men walk around in life thinking that they're tough and thinking they can handle themselves in a physical altercation, or if they got in a fight, they'd be fine. And they're not. They have no idea. Most people are very deluded. So when you go to jiu-jitsu, it gets thrown in your face that, wow, you're helpless. I don't care if you're a strong guy. I don't care if you're a tough kid who wrestled in high school or wrestled in D1 in college. You are going to get your butt kicked. And bad. And then it's like, oh, wow. There's this switch that goes off in the brain. Either you say, wow, I need to learn this. I need to get better. I need to train. This is a journey. I can't wait to sign up for this process. I want to go through and work on myself. Or, that's the very small percentage of people. Most people are like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to face this. This is humiliating, and I'm not going to do it. Most people quit. So getting through that first level, that white belt level to blue belt, is very difficult for people. But it's so rewarding. There are so many mental barriers that you have to, layers and layers of yourself, you have to peel away. If you do jiu-jitsu for years like I've done, it's so hard at first, but it's so rewarding later, because you peel away, you get to know yourself. How do you deal with adversity? How do you deal with struggle? Do you quit? Do you just ball up and freeze? Or do you try to figure it out? It's hard. It's very hard. It took me a year, more than a year, literally, probably a year and a half, honestly, of driving to jiu-jitsu 2 to 3 days a week and feeling sick to my stomach. Literally sick to my stomach. Because it's hard. It's hard physically. I mean, obviously I've had broken bones, but it's hard mentally. So I encourage people, whether it's jiu-jitsu or not, do something that's hard that pushes you, and you'll get to know yourself better. You get to push your limits. And when you start doing that and really improve as a person, the confidence that comes from it is incredible, guys. You have amazing self-confidence because you know you're not deluded anymore. You know what you can do and what you can't do. You know what you can take on and what you can't take on. And that level of confidence is just incredible. So I encourage you to do that. I love Brazilian Jiu Jitsu for that. It's an incredible journey. It's very hard on the body, especially at my age. But it's just a wonderful mechanism. Doing hard things is a wonderful mechanism for personal growth. It will force you to grow personally. I love that. So try an ice bath. Try walking around the block every single day. Try eating healthy. Try something that's difficult for you and keep doing it. Do it consistently, because you will become a better, more confident person because of it. That's the real benefit. All right, guys. Woo, I will see you tomorrow. 530 in a row is done. Take care, guys. Woo, do something hard.